Have I worn this before? Yes. Do I care? No. What you can do though is go watch that video, okay? Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Okay, today I am bringing you guys another review, and as you can see by the title, today's review is on Netflix's latest series, Control Z. Let's get started. Okay, but before we get started, I need to announce something. I need to understand what be happening, okay? Because I went through my analytics, and I realized, as I checked out my stats, I was amazed, I was confuzzled, and I was flabbergasted because 70+% of y'all aren't subscribed. That don't make sense to me. If y'all like my videos, why aren't y'all subscribed? So if you under that 70+%, then just click the subscribe button. It's free, it's nice, and click that notification bell as well while you're at it, because you want to see this face twice a week, come on now, let's get started on the review for real. So by now you all know the drill. If you've been here for a while, I have to talk about the storyline, the characters, and all of that, and because of that, a spoiler alert is in effect. So now let me start with the storyline. Okay, so what is this series about? Well, it says over here, when a hacker begins releasing students' secrets to the entire high school, the socially isolated but observant Sofia works to uncover the hacker's identity. Okay, so what were my thoughts on the first episode? My initial thoughts, my opinion, my impression. Well, I think the first episode was pretty good. It introduced us to most of the characters, if not all of them. And you just get a lay of the storyline, and the hacker strikes from the word go on the first episode, and you are just intrigued to find out who this hacker is, why he's doing that, why he or she is doing that, and just want to go through the mystery and solving the mystery with Sofia and find out what be happening, and I was here for that. So the first episode was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It made you want to watch the second episode, and also what I liked about it is that it did not give away everything from the word go. It just hinted at all the things, and it just left them hanging, so you know that they're about to get resolved as the series goes, and not everything is handed to you on a silver platter, which is what was my problem with Blood and Water, because everything was just handed to you the first episode. If you haven't seen my review of Blood and Water, be sure to check it out, okay? It's pretty cool. Now let me talk about the characters and what I thought of them. Okay, so there are quite a lot of characters, and honestly I can't remember all of their names, so I can't discuss all of them, but the main people I can talk about, and that's what I'll talk about. So obviously the main character, the one that it focuses the most on, is Sofia, because she's the one that is trying to figure out who this hacker is. And honestly, I was here for Sofia. Sofia is so observant. She pays attention to details. Anything that you missed, she caught on to, and that is what I liked. She'd be solving the mysteries. She'd be on it. You like, yes, So I really liked Sofia, and I was here for her. I think she did a good job. And of course, we have Javier. Javier is the new student that joins the school on the first episode, which is I think the middle of the year or just a few months into the school year, and he's like the new kid in school, and he helps Sofia find these pieces to solve and find out who this hacker is. He's very helpful sometimes here and there. Of course, he has a little bit of anger issues here and there. But I was not mad at Javier. And of course, there's just a lot of other people. There's Raul, there's Isabella, Natalia. There's just so many people. Okay, so yes, I think you can tell by the names that this is what can I say? It's not a American Netflix series. This is in fact a Mexican Netflix series, and so it is originally in Spanish and it's dubbed into English for us people. But I'm not mad at that. I am used to watching dub shows anyway. So if you got a problem with the synchronicity and you're unable to watch that, then askis hare, because you are going to miss out on quite a nice show. I really liked it, and I think all the characters really embodied what the personalities of these characters are, and I think the actors really did a good job with that respect. With that aspect. So now let me talk about what I thought of the entire series. Okay, so the entire series, the camera work was proper. Like when someone's walking, it moves motion. You know, there's frantic, fast movement when a lot of things happening, like a fight, or Sofia is having an internal battle. You know, all these frantic, fast, sharp movements happen with the camera work. And it will also go from like
slow-mo if something is happening or someone is deep within their thoughts, and you will see all the movements just become very slow.
And I really like the camera work, that it will show you how a person is feeling just by how the camera is working, and also the scenery sets, you know, the mood of how the scene is going to wrap around, you know. And when someone's angry, it turns red. When something light's happening, it's bright outside, it's light. When it's about to be heavy, it gets dark. And I really liked that they played with the moods and the colors of the room that the person's in, and I also appreciated the camera work that embodies how the character is feeling at that certain time. What I really enjoyed though about the series is that every episode leaves you on a cliffhanger. That is what I want. Leave me on a cliffhanger until the final episode. The series, by the way, has 8 episodes, and an episode is about 30 minutes. So I think it was okay. It's an okay type of duration for a short series like this. So I appreciated that. And also, as I was saying, each episode leaves you on a cliffhanger, and I really like that, because now you want to watch the next episode and the next episode and the next episode. So yeah, like I literally almost stayed up all night watching this, but it's just that my eyes betrayed me and I had to go to sleep. So I watched it in 2 days, but it was really good, and I appreciate the cliffhangers. They were great. Because it's not just a cliffhanger with these episodes. Like, it literally ends during an action. You know, like I can't exactly explain what I mean, but like if you watch the episodes, you'll see what I mean. Like, it ends. You're like, what is gonna happen? Is this person gonna make it out? Is it gonna be okay? You know, and that's what I really appreciated. Okay, so with this series, you suspect everybody and nobody for being the hacker at the same time, because the first episode, Isabella's the first one to be outed, like their secret is told, and after that the secrets just keep going and just keep going and just keep going, and now you suspect everyone because everybody's secret is exposed. So now you're like, it could be anybody at this point, or it could be nobody at the same time. Could it be someone in the school? Could it be someone outside the school? Well, you know, you just go crazy trying to figure out who this hacker is. And for me, there were shock factors right until the end of the series. You like, just when you think you know what's gonna happen, they shock you with something else, or they divert you. If you thought it was this person, they prove that it wasn't, or you know, it might be, but they're working for someone else, or something like that. And there's just continuous shock factors with this series, and that is what I like, because it kept me on my toes. I was like, oh, is it you? Is it you? What's gonna happen? You know, and I like something like that. And what was the most frustrating thing as the series was coming to an end is that everything is hidden in plain sight and you miss it. And you're like, how did I miss it? It was right there. And I really like something that is hidden in plain sight, because you're like, oh my goodness, you realize that even in real life, some things are hidden in plain sight and you completely miss them because they're just so out there. Like, there's no way it could be that obvious, you know? And I really like something like that. It gets you thinking. And I mean, I'm usually good with these type of shows where there's like a mystery or something going on. I usually know what's gonna happen, you know, if there's some form of investigation, a mystery or something like that, I can usually kind of sort of guess or be on the right track. You know, like Blood and Water, okay, that was too easy, but I was able to guess what's gonna happen. The Lovebirds, I was able to guess what's gonna happen. If you haven't seen that, be sure to check it out. Shows like Secret Obsession, I've talked about it a few times on this channel. I was able to kind of sort of guess what's gonna happen or who this person is or something like that. So I'm usually okay-ish with investigating and being my own Sherlock Holmes and finding out what's gonna happen. But honestly, with this show, I guessed, but I didn't guess. You know what I mean? Like, I guessed it, but then the show just made me think, oh no, there's no way it could be this person. And then at the end, you're like, what? I was right, but then I thought I wasn't. And I really like the show that did that. I was here for that, and I was happy. So, does this show deserve a second season? I think it does. It was really good. It's good enough to have a second season. But I think the second season is gonna be too difficult to make and make as nice as the first season. I just think it's gonna end up being like 13 Reasons Why, because Control Z, the whole point of the show follows around Sofia trying to find out who the hacker is. I mean, you can only hack a school once and reveal their secrets, you know what I mean? So like, what would season 2 be about? I just find it difficult, you know, that they'll be able to make a second season in that way. So I just think if they aren't able to make it as good as the first season, which I doubt, then they should just keep it as one season, because 13 Reasons Why slowly just went down. I mean, will I be watching season 4? Definitely, but I just think season 1 was definitely the peak, and season 2 and 3 were just not as great. We'll see what season 4 has to offer. I honestly really enjoyed watching this series. It was really nice. I'll probably watch it again, definitely. And I mean, of course, there were some over dramatized scenes. You know, there were some scenes that reminded me of a telenovela, you know, just those very dramatic scenes. But I was here for that because I live for drama, you know. Okay, so was the motive for the hacker, the reason why he hacked the school, was the motive kind of silly? Yes. But I don't mind that because the show itself is so good that I can look past the silly motive, you know. So I was okay. Of course, that's the downside to it, that the motive was kind of sort of silly, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So yes, as I said, this show turned me into Sherlock Holmes. I was looking into everything, looking at, you could be the suspect, you could be the suspect, or is it you? You know, trying to figure out and put everything together like Sofia. Did I get it right? Yes and no. As I said, I did, and then I didn't because the show diverted me away from the correct answer. But I'm not mad at that. I was happy because it just kept me on my toes up until the end to find out who the hacker is and why they were hacking the school and revealing their people's secrets, you know. So I was really happy with that, and I was not mad. I think you should definitely watch the show. I think it's worth watching. As I said, it is a Spanish series dubbed into English, so if you have a problem with synchronicity, you know, be like, I can't watch it because the mouth doesn't need with the words, then you're gonna miss out on something good, because I think this is really good. So yeah, on that note, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, switch on post notifications, and subscribe. That's 70+%. I'm watching y'all. I'll be checking my analytics. If they don't go down, I'm coming for you, okay? After this video, meet me outside.
Catch me outside, how about that?
However, other than that, stay put and stay cute, y'all. Bye!